uh, ripping everything in the room, quite physically. Okay, you destroyed an orc and a bunch of goblins, and Upward proceeded to shield bash the fuck out of an apparition.
That's right.
And then you stole everything that wasn't bolted down in the room.
That's right.
And then after you sorted out who got what, there was a bright flash of light. So this is what actually happened in the last session. So Upward and Bert see this. There's a bright flash of light for like a couple seconds. Everyone but Upward and Bertus had disappeared, and then like a couple minutes later, another bright flash of light, and they're all back in the room where they were, kind of bewildered. And that's basically what happened last time. Oh, and the recap is you're trying to figure out why all these kids and animals are children and kids or animals have gone missing. So, I'll give it over to you. You can do what you do best.
What the hell happened? Where'd you guys go?
You know, we're really not sure. I don't even remember the town. It's like it was way from
something about a castle.
Some wizard named Frank. That's all I remember.
It's a really odd name for a wizard when you think about it.
It's a very odd name, Frank.
Frank
Yeah.
the Wizard.
It was really weird. Can't quite explain it, but I can tell you, I
And,
do remember that I was rejected by several knights, and that was upsetting.
Yeah, apparently everyone hates Alana here. Or Freya.
And was that gnome dressed in lingerie? I don't remember.
Okay, so I have to hate Ilana?
Well, I mean no disrespect, but you are kind of the worst druid ever.
Oh.
Okay, listen, we can agree to disagree on how good of a druid I am, but we can all agree that my long flowing hair and this tight leather outfit look amazing.
Aren't you wearing a corset? It's not exactly tight, in my opinion.
This corset's tight. I can barely
Oh.
breathe, buddy. Why do you think I don't run a lot?
Tighter than your mom.
I'm having a complete blackout. Where am I? What's happening?
Okay, so
It's okay, Belvin. We got out of the castle, and that's all we remember, really.
yeah, so I'll give for Derek's benefit, I'll give a recap. So basically, what's happened is the party, under the guidance of Wendy's character Cassius, has ended up in this village, which they're kind of confused because it's a dead end. And he's offered help to the people of the village because several of their children and a lot of livestock has gone missing. They didn't know what was causing it.
And they think I'm crazy.
Yeah, they didn't know what was causing it, etc.,
Well,
etc.
you are.
The party tracked some footprints that no one recognized the shape of to this big ass like sloping hole in the ground, and they came in and proceeded to kill everything in sight and loot the crap. And as I say, take everything that wasn't nailed down.
As you do.
And so you've been collecting these orbs. You've seen them collect this one alone. It was a purple orb this time.
It's attached to a
with-
severed forearm.
Yeah, severed hand. Okay, so that's basically what happened. And then
Well,
you-
we
you-
cut
you-
the hand off.
yeah,
You know.
so you killed everything in this room. You're just finishing distributing the loot. Your character and a couple other characters are blacked out. Two of the characters saw you all disappear in a flash of light for a couple minutes, and then in a flash of light you appeared back. But in between that time, your characters had been pulled. Belvin, Cassius, Freya, and Kaiser got pulled to another plane in another area that none of you recognized. You didn't recognize the name of any of it. And it pretty much ended up being a game. This being that looked like a gnome, so about 3 foot high, bright red skin in a bright pink and green Dresser's costume, pretty much was like fucking with you because he animated a whole bunch of mannequins, made them look like real people, and just fucked with you. Pretty much is what he did. So then, in a bright flash of lights, he gave you a reward and obviously for everything for playing his game, and then he sent you back here. So that's basically what happened. You've slaughtered everything in the room. You've divvied up the loot. You got fucked with, and now you are here. That's basically what's happening.
Out of character. Several people were not able to partake last week.
Yeah.
And so that was a solo adventure for the other folks.
Yeah, so it was a one-off. So basically, what happened was I did that. They got a small reward for small monetary reward and a relatively small XP reward, just for that. So it's not like it's gonna throw. I've got to redo a whole bunch of XP anyway to work out some stuff. But that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
And,
So
okay, where am I?
You're here. You're where my black.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. So it's the same color as your name, and it's Belvin, the best bard in the world, the sexiest man alive, is what someone has put down as his titles. But that's what you are. So basically, the black on this is so each square is 5 by 5 foot. That doesn't really matter unless you're in combat. The black is obviously walls, and where the reds are doors.
And these little token things, that this was us divvying out daggers, right?
Yeah, it was used divvying out obsidian, like stone style daggers.
Some are nicer than others and whatnot. And
It wasn't
I
so much.
think
They all looked the same. They just had different runes and stuff on them, so I could work out what was what. Which I haven't actually finished doing yet, but I got it written down.
That thing that I'm picking up, that was a.
It was
it's a marker for a dagger.
It was the marker for a dagger, because there was like several different daggers, and they're all differently enchanted. So to make so that I knew what was going where, I could see who was getting what. It's
Okay.
basically what it was. It don't mean anything. And Rat's character, which is the red, has a little red token, which is his familiar, and then Lana's character, which is the pink, a wolf, which is her animal companion that likes to
because I'm a druid.
pull the throat out of everything that it kills and shake it all about and cover everyone in blood.
What's wrong with that?
Good.
It's got a
Right.
hobby.
Or wood chips.
Or wood
Or wood
chips.
chips, or wood chips, which is what he did last week.
Depending on the situation.
So,
So what's happening next? What are we gonna do?
So we've cleared out 2 of the rooms. We heard in this room that we're standing in, we heard chanting. In the room to the right, where my cursor is, we heard screaming. And now in this last area where there's a G, there's a room where we've heard. Was it groaning or growling?
growing.
Groaning. So we're that's where we're headed next, I presume.
Assuming you guys are okay, like I said, you guys just kind of disappeared.
Well, I feel
And
fine. Do I look
something
fine?
with Frank. Whoever the hell Frank is. What's a Frank?
I don't know.
Something about a wizard.
Alright. Okay, well, you guys still have all your stuff? I mean, you guys, like,
Oh, hey, where did this extra 50 GP come from?
I don't know, but I'll take it. I've never met money I didn't want.
Yeah, that's a little odd.
Whatever.
alright, forward now. Moving on. You guys are fine. There's people in trouble, presumably. We probably should go take care of them.
Can we like move these out of the way? Let's do that.
Yeah, just move them. Well, click on them. When you click on them, hit delete. We'll delete them.
I'm gonna make a fortress. Oh.
Alright, well, let's go to this last wing and see what's behind door number 3.
Oh, and so Derek. So my guy is a sort of a warrior class with some buffing skills. We have a
Tank.
rogue. We have a druid with
He-
a wolf companion.
He hates being called a tank, even though that's exactly what he is for this group.
Yeah.
About as close as we have to it. I'm not an actual, warrior, but I'm, reasonably close to it. We have worst warlock ever, right there.
Sorcerer ever, yeah, totally the worst.
Yeah.
So-
Sorry, sorcerer. Yes.
So you,
Just kind of like shoots freezing bolts at people's legs. It's really great.
you're playing the bard, so you're like party support, jack of all trades. Wendy is a bard, but not really a bard, but you all believe he's a bard. It's
That's
basically
right.
what's
Best
happening.
part ever.
He's
Way better than
yeah,
you.
best
Sorry.
friend.
And also, Apport is my best friend. Currently.
So when I did a sense motive on him, I rolled a natural 1. So I believe like everything he says.
Oh no, but there's one area where you were like a little bit skeptical of him or something. I seem to recall.
Anything to do with gnomes, anything that he says about gnomes and magic, Lana believes. So
Yeah.
A natural 1. I think that covers it.
Yes,
Vert
okay.
is the rogue, by the way, that I mentioned. Doesn't watch the stream.
the
nice.
thief that he was found in here. You saved him from being dinner is pretty much the best way to explain it.
Yeah. So I tend to lead the charge because apparently everybody else is too much of a wuss to do so.
I led the charge in that dream. Thank you very much.
How good for you. You led the charge against mannequins.
Yes,
Dream that you were.
they were very dangerous mannequins. To be fair,
I had sharp,
I think-
pointy teeth.
I think one of us took 1 point of damage.
Were they made out of wood?
Dream that you were the lead guy.
So I'll do I guess a spot check around the side of the room, around that corner, I guess.
Yep.
Where's my character sheet? I think I have a spot of +1. I forget. Yeah, +1.
Oh, and
Orange stuff and-
Miri is walking around with a sword that's taller than him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
got that.
well, I'm not walking around more than I'm just dragging it behind me.
Oh, you're not wielding it.
No, it's too heavy for him. He's a gnome, and
So what it is there's each race has a class size. So you like humans, dwarves, other races are counted as medium, and then gnomes and such are small. So if you use a weapon that's a class, so technically he's carrying around a long sword that's sized for humans. So it's about the same size. It's about like 3 foot roughly, and the gnome's like 2'9" or like 2'10", like 3 foot tall. So the sword's as big as the gnome.
I thought we determined it's longer than he is tall.
Yeah, it's probably it's roughly it's longer than he is tall.
Like he's 3.5, and the longsword is like 4.5.
And also, Maria's a 10-foot penis, not a 10-inch penis.
And I mean, I love you, Cassius, but you're probably gonna make a lot of noise with that longsword.
Are you willing to carry it for me?
I bet Oscar is. Why don't you put it on?
Oscar is not a pack
so
mule.
So
Oscar might
like,
attack me actually.
Oscar might attack Vert.
So what do you need? What do you need the longsword for again, Cassius?
Either to wield it at some point or probably sell it. I don't know yet.
And what are you gonna do with the money?
And it is imperial.
I was gonna say it's imperial, so good luck selling that.
There's
How-
a black market, I assume.
How on earth are you going to wield it? That thing's bigger than you are.
Well, it's also gigantic anchor.
Right,
can
but what are you
stick
gonna
something on it.
what are you gonna do with the money, Cassius?
Okay.
Buy booze? I don't know.
I like that. I'll carry it.
Blackjack,
Awesome.
hookers, and cocaine.
Bring it here, buddy.
Oh, alright. There you go.
All right, I attach it to my backpack, I guess.
No problem. So pretty much what you see is what I've like up here where my pointer is. You see down the hall, and then you see a door at the end of the hall, large wooden door.
I'm going to assume that we just go up here.
Yeah,
That's where
so
it's going
Yeah, pretty
anyways.
much. Because it's
large closed wooden door, eh?
and you hear groaning from the inside.
I could stick my ear up next to the door, but
Can
I've
you
had bad experience.